when we start talking about where that spine is right now, we'll flatten it out so it'll end up looking similar to that, which is going to be extraordinarily uncomfortable to begin with.
Yep.
And I know it doesn't sound like the greatest Friday night in the world, but you can do this at home and retrain some postural muscles. So we'll start educating that sort of system there and get you over the top of the golf ball, which will feel too close to it and feels like you're going to lose your balance forward. But you'll be okay. You'll be fine. From front on here, we're going to talk about some pressure in your feet. We're going to have a little bit of pressure in that left foot at address. If I said 55% into the left foot at address, and we'll talk about the shaft just pointing into your left groin there a little bit. So how that works is then that's your leverage. So that'll just be it'll be nice and straight. Then from there we'll start to look at how it rotates, how your body rotates. We'll talk about our little dance move that we've got going on there with our left foot, and that's why I want the pressure on your left foot. Just to control that a little bit, but we'll also play Mr. Squiggle around your head here at the moment. So basic mechanics, if the hub moves, you'll change the contact point with the ground. Okay, so what I mean by that is that melon will move over to the right here, and then it'll stay back there. So now essentially the low point in the golf swing has moved back behind the golf ball, so now it's on its way back up. So we'll end up topping it a lot, so hitting halfway up the ball and dribbling along the ground.
Do that a lot, yes.
Yeah, that sounds like a pretty common scenario, to be honest. So then, of course, we're going to struggle, and of course most of the pressure is on this foot here now, and this one's off the ground. So we're going to struggle with making downward pressure on the golf ball and getting the ball in the air. It's completely counterintuitive golf. So you hit the down to make it go up. That's why we've got the loft on the golf clubs and the different lofts on the golf clubs. So we will get you to end up in that position there. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yep.
So, and this heel will come around, your knees will come together, and you'll be balanced. But more importantly, we just have this left hip pushing down, pushing across. Okay. So that's all I'm interested in right now. So if we go and put somebody in there that may or may not know what they're doing. Mr. Appleby. He's not a bad player.
Yeah.
He does all right.
He's not bad at all.
So you'll start to see the handle in front of it just a little bit more. You'll start to see a little bit more pressure into their left foot. And this wasn't when Stu was playing that well, I've got to say. I believe, as I understand it, as I've been told, that after this footage and after seeing the pressure in the feet and the force plates that he's standing on there, so we start to see the pressure in their feet and what they're doing and the traces of their body mass and those types of things. So it's pretty cool technology.
This is great, yeah.
So what you'll start to see is straighter back. Okay. Unfortunately with Stu in this footage, you will see him move up quite considerably. When I say quite considerably, when it comes from a US Tour player and a player as good as his calibre, he'll move up. So his head's moved up and back. Then he's got to get back down there again in 2/100ths of a second from there to there. Okay. So sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. I was lucky enough to be at the Canadian Open 3 years ago, and honestly, it's the worst I've seen Stu hit it for a long, long time. And he was going through a bit of a slump then. But you know, when you won as much money as he has in his lifetime, and he plays pretty good, it's not a bad life.
I'd still be pretty happy with that.
Yeah. So the idea is that we're trying to make it move as little moving parts as we possibly can to make better quality contact. Okay. Does that all make sense?
Yeah.
Excellent.